Hey guys, today we're gonna do yoga for kids. So I hope you'll join me. We're gonna start with a warm-up. Big, nice, deep breath in. And release it down. Good, one more time. Deep breath in. And release it down. We're gonna be doing lots of stretching with this exercise, so let's just start by warming up our body for those moves. I want you to come down into that forward fold, reaching just slightly towards the ground. I don't want you to feel like you have to touch the floor here. Just kind of hang. And then take your body a little bit to one side, and then a little bit to the other side. Just letting that body open up a little bit. Come back to center. Go ahead and shake your head a nice, big, soft no. Relax the neck. And go ahead and take a big nod, yes. Pulling in your chin. And then releasing. Good, and we're slowly gonna roll up one vertebrae at a time. Take those arms way overhead. Slightly bend backwards, stretching through the low back. And come back to center. Good. We're gonna do a little bit of a twist here too. So I just want you to stand a little bit wider. And we're just gonna grab the opposite hips and just twist our body just a little bit towards the back wall. And then go ahead and come back to center and do that same thing on the other side. Opposite hand to opposite wrist, and just pull your body slightly towards the back. Good, come back to center. All right, we're gonna start in what's called a mountain pose. So that is just grounding through the ground, whether you're on grass or in your living room or in the kitchen, really doesn't matter. We're gonna want to feel our toes, the balls of our feet, the arches of our feet, our heels, everything press into the ground. So really firmly plant those feet. They should be right underneath the hips. You should have soft knees. Your hips should be nice and centered, not twisting one way or the other, nice and forward. Your core, let's pretend we're zipping up that tight pair of jeans all the way up. We're gonna ground through, we're gonna relax those shoulders. So let's take a big roll up, back, and down of the shoulders. Good, and we're just gonna stand here. Now I want you to take your arms slightly out, open the palms to the front, just hold this pose. We're gonna slowly raise our arms overhead. Just ever so slowly. I want you to really feel every muscle in your body getting stronger. And slowly exhaling as we come back down, just being very conscious of our breath. This is great for if you feel stressed or have had a really tough day at school. Good. Let's do that slow breathing one more time. Deep inhale, nice big slow arms. Go ahead and press away. Good job. All right, we're gonna stand in that firm mountain pose. We're gonna take one foot, and this depending on your flexibility level, you can rest that foot on your calf or on your inner thigh. I'm gonna rest mine on my inner thigh. So wherever you can get it, in between your foot and your inner thigh is great, but I don't want it pressing into your kneecap. And then we're gonna take those hands out nice and long for your balance, and then bring the hands to heart center if you can. We're gonna take a nice deep inhale. And it's okay if you fall out of this pose. This is a balanced pose. It's very difficult, so just do what you can. Come back to the pose when you're done. And let's step down out of that. Let's do the other side. So go ahead and ground through that mountain pose one more time. Slowly bring that opposite foot into the calf or up to the inner thigh. One side you might find is stronger than the other, easier to balance. We're just trying our best today, every day. See, I'm even getting a little wobbly myself, so that's totally okay. Just come back stronger. A few more seconds here and release it down. Good. Let's go ahead and roll those shoulders up, back, and down. We're gonna bring our feet close together. So you want your toes to be touching and your heels to be touching. I even want your knees to be touching here. So we're zipped up, one long line, nice and tall. We're gonna reach tall, and then we're gonna sit the body down, bringing those hands to chair, and the seat is gonna press back as if we've sat down in a chair. So our arms are gonna come to prayer position here, and our little butt muscles are gonna go towards the ground. We're just gonna hold this pose. This is step one. Just hold. Deep breath in and deep breath out. You should feel your core on fire. You should feel your thighs start to heat up. And if you can, I want you to try and join me by taking those arms straight to the ceiling. Can you sink 1 inch deeper in those quadriceps? Sink that booty back 1 more inch. Hold here. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna swoop up and fly down towards our feet. Go ahead and separate those feet. Heel toe your feet out so they're hips distance parallel. We're just gonna hang in this fold. Go ahead and find your opposite elbows. We're gonna sway back and forth. Just sway, feel your body release. Releasing the hamstrings, releasing the quadriceps, and come back to center. Go ahead and slowly round up 1 vertebrae at a time. Good. All right, we're gonna take 1 foot straight back behind us into a lunge. So I want you to first ground your hands. Go ahead and bend your whole body. Ground your hands through the mat. Send 1 foot back and bring the hands on either side of your forward foot. So you should have your knee connected to your shoulder here, and your hands are resting on either side of your foot. Just holding that body in place. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. All right, you're gonna scoop the hand that's furthest away from your foot closest to it, so your inside hand, and then open up your outside hand to the ceiling. Good. And then let's come back to that lunge. Separate your hands a little wider and take the foot back behind us to a plank. Now we're gonna bring our other foot forward. So same thing, connect your shoulder to your knee. Good, holding that lunge. Press that heel of the leg that's back straight back behind you. You should feel that nice open stretch. Good. Now again, bring that hand that's on the inside of your foot closer and open up to that other side. Good. Go ahead and come back to center. Nice, and we're gonna step back to a plank. Go ahead and step back to that plank. Just hold here for 1 second, and then go ahead and send the hips up to the sky. This is called down dog. So if you have a pet or if you've seen a pet do this, they do this quite often. I want you to press your heels to the ground. Press your hands into the mat or the floor. Good. And then let's take our foot and put it forward. Good. And then we're gonna stand up into what's called Warrior 1. So we're gonna stand up. So our body is hinged forward. We're in a lunge. Our body is aligned here, shoulders over hips, and then our arms are gonna scoop up and be straight overhead. Our back leg is straight, and I want you to firmly place it on the ground at a 45-degree angle. But I want you to turn your hips towards me. So make sure those hips are facing forward and your body is nice and aligned. Good. Take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, I want you to take your back arm to the back and your front arm stays forward. Good. This is Warrior 2. We're gonna stay and hold here. Nice deep lunge on that front leg. Straight leg on the back. If you can, I want you to join me by taking a reverse warrior, taking that back arm to the thigh and your front arm to the thigh. And then come back to Warrior 2. Go ahead and fold back down to that lunge. Let's step back to plank and find down dog 1 more time. Good. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. So let's take our opposite foot forward now into that Warrior 1 position. So coming back to that lunge, opposite foot forward. Go ahead and place that other foot in 45-degree angle on the back and lift up. So we want to sink forward in that front thigh. The back leg is straight. It's firmly planted into the ground. Good, hold here. And then let's open up to Warrior 2. So we're gonna turn the body, but keep our gaze forward. And then let's find that reverse lunge. So the back arm comes to the thigh. Good. And then come back to warrior two. Go ahead and cartwheel those arms forward. And let's step back to plank. Find down dog. Nice job, you guys. All right, we're gonna walk our feet towards our hands. Walk those feet up towards our hands, slowly round up, one vertebrae at a time. Now we're gonna come into what's called a triangle pose. So we're gonna ground through one side and take our opposite side behind us, similar to how we were in warrior one, but I want you to bring that back foot a little closer and straighten the front leg. So we're like a triangle shape. We have up and down with our legs that are straight. And we're just gonna hold this straight. So take one arm in front, one arm in back, just holding this triangle. You should feel that stretch along the back side of the body. If you can, turn your toes to face forward. It should challenge your hips just a little bit. Feel that stretch. Go ahead and bring both hands and feet forward and step back to the other side. Straighten that front leg, straighten the back leg. Good. Let's fold it down to down dog. Press those heels down, lift the booty up to the sky, press into the hands. And then let your body come forward into a plank. We're gonna hold it up nice and high and slowly lower down, almost like a push-up, but your elbows are gonna come closer to your body. This is called chaturanga. And we're gonna push up to cobra. So your toes should press into the mat or floor behind you. The tops of your feet should press into the floor, but your body should be lifted just slightly off the ground. If that's too much, you can come and let your body sit on the ground. If you can, go ahead and lift those thighs up. Deep inhale. Go ahead and press back to that down dog. Great work, you guys. And let's walk those feet forward again, one step at a time. Coming to the front. Go ahead and lift up halfway. So just so your back is straight with the floor. And hang here. Now come back to that fold. See if you can fold just slightly deeper. And one more time, just lift up halfway. Maybe take your gaze to the front of the room. And then fold back down. And we're gonna very, very slowly start to raise our body one vertebrae at a time. I know we may have done this before in our warm-up, but we're gonna really take our time. Just nice and slow. Being really mindful of our body, every muscle group, every breath. Beautiful job. Let's take a deep inhale here. And go ahead and fold it all the way to the floor. Place your hands on the ground. Go ahead and step back for one more down dog. We're gonna finish nice and strong here. So find that down dog. And then we're gonna fold the knees out and place them on the ground and send the seat and the booty back towards the back. Place your hands on the floor. Go ahead and relax your face to the floor. Just relax here. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Go ahead and come up onto your knees. Bring it forward and then send the body back. Good. Let's do that one more time. Bring the body forward. Good. And send it back. Nice job. All right, we're gonna come up onto all fours, finding a cat-cow position. So we're gonna place our hands directly beneath our shoulders. We're gonna arch our back down towards the ground and our chin up towards the sky. And we're gonna round like a cat, sending our back towards the ceiling and curling our chin under. One more time, drop the belly, lift the chin. And then raise the back, curl the chin in. And you can go ahead and find a seat on your bottom. We're gonna lay all the way down on the ground. Scoot up just a little bit. Go ahead and lay all the way down on the ground. Just relax, similar to how we did with mountain pose. I want every part of your body just to sink into the floor or the mat that you find yourself in. Deep breath in. Deep breath out through the mouth. Deep breath in. Deep breath out through the mouth. Go ahead and place your feet onto the floor, bending the knees. Take one foot over the other knee. Press this knee away from your body. You can just press it a little bit further away. You should feel your hip open up. And then switch sides. All right, let's slowly round up. Maybe hug your knees in, rock it up to sitting. And we've completed our yoga for kids.